we're gonna do a reaction videos on a Minecraft, and this one is a lot of people like it. A lot of people like this videos, and it's come to be like the one of the the best videos in 2025. Where it's a movie basically. It turned out to be like a movie, and a lot of people like it. You know what? We're gonna watch it. Yeah, we'll watch it. I don't want to spend more time. Shit. Hey, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 1,000 player simulators. Simulate civilization, the rich and the poor.
Social experiment in Minecraft. In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life,
Oh fuck, hold on. Sorry. It's not full screen. On their end.
Okay.
It's not full screen on the end, so they're not seeing the full thingies. Well, it's still see it, but there we go. 1,000 people. I feel like this would be fun. It would be fun. Imagine. Well, actually, I'm thinking like, how do they still running the server? I mean, there's the other server for Minecraft that have like 10,000, 20,000, 60,000, 100,000 even people playing the game. But I mean, like, this is like a server where like temporarily, basically. But somehow they still run for 1,000 people. But there will be a law somewhere in here, I think.
you remain dead forever.
If you die, you die.
Each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food,
It is.
and build a society. At least as best as they can. Because while one island is a
The
rich
first thing I
green
asked when I
paradise,
joined in, spare chain, please.
the other one
Spare chain, Crimson
is a
said.
barren wasteland.
Oh
It's up
my
to each
God.
player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or
That
will
looks
there
so
be
sick.
war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
YouTube thumbnail. This is on put to YouTube thumbnail. Okay, YouTube thumbnail. Got it. A rocket?
Don't forget,
Yeah,
if you wanna
shit. I just saw it as
participate
well.
in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
You know, I want to join them.
Alright, we got 1,000.
Oh my God.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh my God.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like
There's
the
no tree.
snow biome. Oh no! No!
Oh,
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
first blood.
This volcano also happens to heat up all
That looks
the
so
water
sick.
on the island.
Okay.
Oh
This
shit.
killed a lot
That's the
of
thing?
people.
Oh fuck.
Now, to begin building
Oh, yeah,
civilizations,
that's
the
fucked. That's
players
fucked.
needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of
Shit.
course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Oh my god. Yo!
Life on Island
Yeah, I
2 was
feel so
beautiful.
bad, bro.
The terrain was green,
Yeah.
the trees were plentiful, and the water was
I
normal
want-
temperature.
Open for business.
Solid water? It's from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real
This is
danger
the
on
rich-
Island 2 was
I think this
the
is the rich
possibility of
place.
falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery,
Yes, I am.
and you're forcing your employees to go up and get
Oh,
oak.
no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were
Me
very
and my real
quickly
IRL
able to craft
job.
tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall,
Shut
the people
shame.
of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed
Remy!
those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you can... What the frick? Why?
Damn.
Wait, is this a bread line?
Oh, he's literally a line. Oh my god.
I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Oh, no way.
Welcome to the mafia.
This was Linguini, and he had
Linguini!
recruited about
It's
20 people
Linguini!
to join his
Mafia.
Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make
Linguini.
friends and get rich.
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
Oh
Check
shit.
in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island
that's
2,
good.
there were actual
Extremely good.
huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Colneycast
Yo,
was
hold
the
up.
leader of
If you
about
get,
50
if you
people
can
in
run a
nation
farm
state.
inside of
Coalition. And a
volcano.
coalition it was. It's very different types of people.
Cass, are you
including
Cass?
Pirates, bankers.
Yes, you play this game without telling us to play with? I cannot believe it. You're in a 1000 civilization. I cannot believe it, Cass.
Wait, are you serious? She's there?
Look. Yep.
Oh,
Cass is there.
I thought it was Cassie. I'm like,
No, that's Cass. For sure. Not Cassie, but Cass. No, she changed a different account, bro. I cannot believe it. That's her old account. Oh, yeah, hold up. If you can run a farm inside a volcano, they are gonna be the first to get recognized by the rich people. I think they do actually. I feel like I think they do. It's like it seems like they don't have a tree, but they do have netherite. So it's a good sign already in the early that they're gonna be like, you know, hella rich.
Colneycast
Right.
was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels,
Canadian
bakery
cartel.
owners, and their employees.
Want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
What the fuck?
What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall,
There's cannon?
by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following day.
Wait, why did not cross over? Yeah, let me ranking. Okay, you just dethroned in the first day because it's okay. But the next
Everyone was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rat was running
I know
his
why.
restaurants
They
when
put
he received a
the rat
visit from a
noise.
player named Spoon.
Knight, I need food. I'm dying.
Yo, Spoon.
Yeah.
I do have food. Your private box.
Oh, I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions.
Yeah.
That is, until...
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
Remy.
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named West.
Alexander the Great remake, huh?
These people made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the
Oh
death?
shit!
Exactly. Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Oh my god.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face.
Oh my god.
He's dead.
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who
Looks so
chose Island
sick.
1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano
my
and covered
God.
the entire island.
Oh wow.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh, in fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased! Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
Yeah.
But then,
God.
during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really? Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group
I'll be
called
back, Alex.
Infernus, whose main goal was to
Okay.
Yep.
Oh shit. Do we wait hold on. While we are waiting for double, I cannot believe it. There's karaoke right now. It's so annoying. You guys hear the karaoke? You guys hear the karaoke sound? Are you gonna sing? Hell nah. I did one. Never again. No. Wait, you guys hear the karaoke sound? Is it loud and stuff? You guys in? Tell me, please, tell me. No way. Yep, we can. Oh shit. Alright, you ready, Double?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm back.
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, y'all.
Preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of
Just for real.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
What the fuck?
It looks like
it's already
for
beginning,
some
guys.
reason, the Commonwealth
He's
was
beginning.
coming
It's
to
attacking.
attack.
He's attacking Coalition.
We gotta run. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Damn. Nah. No way. It's us.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
them all. You
didn't do anything. Okay. The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Damn. They really gonna be going in the character.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that
They really
Island
be going
2
in the
was
character
not
role.
technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an
so
optimal place to
sick.
settle with
That
open
looks so
fields,
sick.
trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor, ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely
Barbie
dense,
Land.
flooded with jungles and swamps. As a
Yo,
result, nobody
Nick
really
Ken.
wanted to stay there. Although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
Yeah, this is Ken Island.
I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no
Hey,
roof.
hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not
Yo,
done
looks
yet.
sick
Saps is
already.
one of the
Yo,
few
I never
players
gonna
who chose
thought of
not to
making
join
this
any
type look alike.
civilizations
Holy
because
shit.
He didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2. His best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Oh, okay.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Yo, this is the cult, guys. Yeah, I seen this many movies. They're gonna kill everybody. It's a cult,
They
guys.
saw themselves
They're gonna
as
kill
the
everybody.
light of Island 2.
Oh, so they are engineers?
The
Maybe.
inventors.
Oh, yeah.
See, the
Yep.
reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other islands so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith.
Wow.
Perhaps
I
bring
don't.
about
How long?
They only have one day. Like do they mean like one day IRL or like one day in Minecraft? But I think it's one day IRL because like there's no way they're gonna spend that much time, right? Like there's no way they're gonna make that fast.
I feel like
mean.
it's 1 day IRL.
Yeah, they have to be. They have
Because
to
I don't
be.
think it's 1 day Minecraft because the fact that there's like day and night that was showing earlier.
Yeah. Shit, it's insane. How much
Also
time did they
there-
play Minecraft?
Yeah, that's the one thing you will never talk to me about. Like I can make a bridge like that in our Minecraft server, but I might go insane building that.
Pretty much. I feel like their houses looks crazy good already. I feel like
Right?
they look crazy
And-
good. Each houses.
Yeah, you think about it. I feel like how about our houses? Yours is your reference.
Mine's like yeah, mine's like from like I'm trying to get the copy of like Iron Man, but like it doesn't finish at all. So it basically turned out to be like a land of no one.
Yeah, and then and mine is like I'm just inside a bear.
The people that have to join in this server have to be at least like a 10-year builder or something. I swear. Looks insane.
Maybe they're so creative.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just look at YouTube.
Pretty much. Or they can be that. But I feel like you can maybe somewhere that on YouTube.
It wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that
the propaganda.
people on Island 1 were
Oh my
angry.
god.
Their fear was that
Nah.
Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
Well, it looks like it's overshadowing.
Oh yeah,
Moving up
overshadowing.
north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
I mean, it's not happening yet. You know what I'm saying?
World peace.
Yeah. I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
Oh my god.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
Oh my god.
I like how they're throwing armor. Who's armor?
Looks so sick.
Yeah.
As day 2 came to an end,
I feel like
tensions
this
were
feels
rising,
funnier.
both within
If
nations
this became a
and
movie, I
between
wouldn't be
islands,
surprised.
leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Day 3 already. Shit.
Back at Island 1,
Already
I was
like,
watching a small
100
group
people.
of pirates who
Almost.
called themselves Al Karasina.
Carasino, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here. So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Oh.
They're boiling! Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Oh!
The pirates had killed
my
Lego
God.
Likes, but there
I
was a
guess
small
karma.
problem.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to
And that's
boiling
true,
water instead of
because it
players,
was-
Lingolini
yeah.
didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
Oh my god.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor's Food was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
It's not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor's Food had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor's Food left,
Hello,
the other
Sushi.
leaders
What do you
were
mean?
unsettled.
The hell?
Was this guy really
You're so
the
mean.
figurehead of Island 1?
We do reaction, but hello, Sushi. How you doing? How your day?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore.
Come watch with us.
So he founded
Play with us
Elysium,
with the
which
reaction.
literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Good drinks.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
Yay!
Now back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including West Helm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer.
Hey, they really have a
Before
meeting.
we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Al-Karasina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Why? Damn. Can I have some shit?
From the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Linguini Mafia.
It's been like 6 already done. Damn. Drink so fast. Drink slowly.
Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like the Lego lights.
Livermore would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters.
Best. And watch a movie with
As a
us.
result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually
You guys
to
watch
complete
movie with us.
the
Come
Blue
on.
Cross
Reaction video.
Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
So sick.
Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
What the fuck? Why? The sheep!
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was not trying to get anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power.
I'll stay silent because...
See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations.
I'm surrounded by idiots is a common shit I deal with. Wow, shit, you say that to me a lot.
That's the style of governing, letting people do whatever they
you say
want,
that to me a lot,
was making her very popular with their people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Focus on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone, and we know it can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
What the fuck?
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Well, somebody trapped.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy.
Oh, looks so
but
sick,
people
the
would
houses,
still come to Jofiel with
the
all the
castle.
political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So, Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second-in-command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
It could happen, it could happen.
Alright, I think everyone's
Shit.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president
From best friend to enemy, typical locker room plot incoming. Shit.
Defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time
what
you
do
can
you
even
mean by
arrive
that?
to defend
What do you mean by
us, everyone at Luminara will
I'm not.
already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to
because I
focus
will
our
probably
efforts on
cause a cause.
preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on,
The
Flux.
fuck?
Let Jovial finish.
It's an accident.
Island
okay.
1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how
Can I
quickly
believe
we
it?
could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
Yeah.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it.
I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point. Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages.
I mean, like, it's not happened yet, right? It's just like, why don't you just, you know, like, prepare it first, you know what I'm saying? Like, prepare the war first. If they go to us, then we're just gonna go it. Yeah, not yet. So why don't we just prepare for war by just like a second plan? If they're gonna cause a war first, then we're gonna go it, you know, kind of thing, you know? So far, why don't we just give them aid, and then the other part will be other plan that if just in case, like emergency case, you know, if they cause the war, we can cause them back. So yeah, so far not yet, but this guy just ready to battle, to kill somebody. I feel like
they just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Look, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead. Which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa, are you crazy?
Oh my god.
What's crazy, Joe Feel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That is
You
too
have
much.
to
We
listen.
can't do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
Hold on, we can't do
Just
that.
prepare for it, bro.
What is happening?
Alright,
Selfish.
everyone. We can't fight.
You bastard!
Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Oh shit!
Honestly, you know, if Island 1 is actually really, you know, there's already propaganda of Death to Island 2, I actually support him because.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's not happened yet though. I think they just make it like for fun.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, you know, but it's still in the future, so yeah.
Future. Yo, this is the villain arc started. This is the villain arc start. He will kill everybody. He will kill everyone in the, like, I don't know,
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Yo, they have a band.
So
They have a fucking band.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
This is sick.
There in Wasteland Island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoon, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens.
I love this island already.
That a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spoon was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoon was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spoon is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island.
Joey's being crazy.
Their concerns only grew when Spoon was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify.
My
but
God.
they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spoon on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1. here we are. I just wanna say thank you, Spoon.
He's so sick.
You're welcome. I'm the best. Glory to West Town.
He's sick.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano. Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The thing looks so good. Like that thing island looks so good. The house.
Land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it? Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Deep under the ground, like a Goomba.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, please, can we tell you a little secret? We found some nether.
Oh, really?
But when you have diamond,
the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, I think she would kill him or something. But I mean, she's not paying anything, no?
Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
What the fuck? Yo!
This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap.
Oh my god.
How were you elected exactly? By vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Yo, they killing people, bro. They killing the massacre.
I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenant. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason.
Oh my god.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Oh, yeah. Yup. Oh, it will kill us. Okay, everybody. the edit's so sick.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2
The
had
editing's so
spent the
sick.
day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
The more videos are gonna be here.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Oh, here we
Flux
go.
has been
Yeah.
gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the
It
day
looked like a
helping his
meeting,
best
written
friend
out meeting.
Saps finish
The written
building
out
his home.
Yup.
Despite all the
Coming.
chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Oh, maybe
Mr.
not.
Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here could be a little unpredictable. But he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah. Loaded.
But
Money.
just as day 4 was
Money.
about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that's the GTA reference thingy. Shit, that's sick.
Jofield,
did find
the leader of one of
everything,
Island
shit.
2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck? Oh, it's starting, guys. It's starting!
What?
It's starting!
No way.
It's killing people time! No, they killing like the, what is it?
Second in command of
commander.
Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
Oh my god. GG, bro. No fucking way.
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofield. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Oh. Hang on. Where the fuck are you going?
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. They sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layers.
Oh, he died. Shit. Funnily enough, one die and get a deal from everyone, so assassinating this game is kinda impossible.
With world leaders dying left
pretty
and
much.
right, the media had plenty
You cannot
to
hide your identities.
The
You're just
most
gonna get
trusted news
bounty, I
company
think.
was from Elysium called Daybreak Media.
I think like, well, if you kill somebody without any reason, you're just gonna get bounty.
That bozo sidefall.
And later into
Or like
day
that guy.
5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherites in the volcano.
Oh.
And this news spread all across
Snitch.
the island.
Who's snitching? Who's snitching? Who fucking snitch? Who's snitching?
This
Oh my
was
god,
a
it looks so
disaster
sick.
for
Dude, I
Infernus
can't see
and
him.
the Linguini
Oh my god, look
Mafia,
at that.
who had been trying to keep the existence of Netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the Netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was Netherite.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
What the fuck?
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break
Oh,
out, the Blue
yeah.
Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully.
Bro, it's the church, bro. Amen, brother.
We
Amen.
cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing
It's
the
over.
death of Jophiel.
Pretty
I
much.
was just a farmer. You know, you still make me feel important.
Oh my
Saps
god.
would invite all the leaders for a
He's
meeting
going to
later
have
so
a
they could
gladiator.
coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I feel like the Commonwealth will
But
kill.
remember from day 3 how the
we
5
start
Commonwealth
making.
leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Oh,
So another
boy.
Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh!
Wolfram's dead.
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more
We
faith
just
in
made
their
this
government.
murder.
This Commonwealth citizen went to the caste coalition to complain to caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless.
Oh,
I think that's
useless.
a
What the
foolish
fuck you
statement.
mean useless? I mean, if you don't have diamond, then that's useless. But if you have diamond, that would never be useless.
Problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Probably missed.
Earlier,
Oh
What
my
Daddy had
God.
ditched work to attend
Ooh,
a party
Daddy.
in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the caste coalition.
Yeah, they will kill them. They will kill him.
For help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
They just they just murdered the person.
Now, because of this recent
Oh, yeah,
tragedy,
Ken Allen.
Cass decided to stay home from
Yeah,
Saps'
yeah,
meeting.
Ken Allen.
That
yes.
said, every other major leader was now on their way. As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started,
Oh,
Flux
boy.
called me
Oh,
to
boy.
his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
GG, bro.
What do you mean?
They're gonna kill everyone. Goodbye
Has
for
to
him.
go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Oh my god.
Did he fucking put the fucking bomb
all for
on the
coming.
meeting?
We have a lot
Could
of
be.
very important stuff.
But no
to talk
way,
about.
if it's so, we gonna destroy the house. Oh, I mean, he
During the
don't care
first
either way.
There was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofield. And today,
Oh
we
my.
will finish the job!
It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him, boys. It's him. It's Flux.
I gotta attack him.
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring it to the table. If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reasons to believe that leaders are not safe.
He always there. He's coming.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
There's a fucking bomb, legit.
They have to be. They have to be.
One person to save 1,000. Would you?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap? Is this all
Oh fuck!
Where did he go?
Does Saps do this?
Oh shit! We framed by Snap! He came in Snap, bro! What the fuck? Why you ran away? Yo, that one thing, that's your fault, bro!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. What the fuck?
This is literally a movie! Absolute cinema.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofield, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this.
Oh my god,
He had
bro.
been
Oh my
framed
god.
by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan. But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island.
Oh my
The people
goodness.
of Island 2
Just one
were
goal and got
devastated,
lost 6 people.
confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened?
After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
What would a tricolor?
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major
Only
Island
Saps
2
knows the
nations, from the Commonwealth to the Castle to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed,
my
while
God.
Flux got away with it all.
Like a Power Ranger.
One person to save thousands.
It's about to be the vigilant of this story. Yeah, I can feel like he gonna be him. He gonna be him kind of thing.
At the beginning of
He's
day
him.
6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the two islands will finally fall.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's see if Flux thing is actually thing here after the day 7. My God.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023 the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up and up and up and was never seen again.
I feel like you're gonna drop like in like I don't know day 7 or something.
Some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! Don't stop! What about me?
He had not seen an experience Barbenheimer. He made a nuke like Barbenheimer.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed
Yeah.
because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Oh my God! It's the mushroom.
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers
Is
instead
poison
started buying
fatal?
food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What the?
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now. Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
Oh my God!
Anyway, on day 6,
It
the West Helm
ran
Coliseum
noise.
was finally complete.
The Coliseum! Now
What are you
fight!
using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
Oh shit!
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can say.
While Spoon was
Oh my
a popular
God.
leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of
I'm
being
watching
a
mentality.
little
Yup,
unstable.
the
He
hustle
said
is real.
outlandish
Yup.
things. He can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat.
Oh my
This
God.
is something Spoon's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent.
The
It's why he
entertainer.
tried to kill Spoon, and
He's gonna
he
kill
wouldn't
us.
be the only one.
He's a
There has
psychopath.
been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pai and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Coliseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
What do you think of blood Coliseum for? Oh, for decoration? Hell nah.
Second command down. But Ramsay Pai
What?
was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
Could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh. With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of West Helm! Glory to West Helm!
Like I would make one just to make it look like it's on our side, but it's not on the other side.
Drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh. I agree. Oh, wow. It's a Mario time. Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest
It's
ally,
Mario time. He said Mario time.
What he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Oh shit, I love him already!
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result,
okay, legit talking the Mario role serious.
Mario was here first on the volcano, and we are able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Oh shit!
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, West Helm made a final plea.
Mario.
Representative.
You got it, Mario!
Single nation on
Linguini!
this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
Oh, unitedness? Goddamn.
Still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus. And we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Woo! Let's go!
Seneca's Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
Oh my god!
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
It's about to be gone! It's over for Seneca, for real! But maybe Seneca will, like I think like Seneca will tell somebody to kill.
What happened? Every leader in front of you just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm rude. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call Me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, brother.
To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
Shit, bro. Fuck you, Flux! Fuck you!
The Cass Coalition, meanwhile,
fuck you, Flux! Fuck
meeting
you!
at A6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops. Although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
Shit.
But first...
Oh, I love this band. Down in the mine.
How does it appear? They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, can you come over to me now?
They're bringing it to the surface.
Rising lava, that's genius! Shit, that's
Remember that
genius!
discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic.
The
lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Boss. I don't know what the thing called is, but it's in the Minecraft. It's very hard to kill. Even outside the sun, it's even way more stronger, faster as well. The warden, there we go, warden.
Going from place to place,
that looked like an Alex thing to do. What the fuck? Hey, what do you mean by that, huh? What do you mean by that, huh?
Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm. But the West Helm
What do you mean by that, huh?
ready.
Wait, did I just mute?
You know what would have been a better strategy? They baited it in the bridge and throw it into Island 2.
Shit, that's good idea. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Shit, why don't do that? Oh yeah, the barrier is still open. Yeah, it's still closed. Fuck. Ah, shit. Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Fuck. You know very well what I mean by that. The fuck? Huh? Are you trolling?
What's ready?
Underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
And that looks so sick. Like 100 people just start shooting arrows. Oh, that's sick. The song is it!
Come on! Oh my gosh!
Oh, sorry. Oh, sick. You sound sick.
Welcome to West Helm.
Bingo! Beat that bitch! Yeah, yeah! Oh, it's the beginning.
The defendant, Saporada, is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Alk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
You suck!
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporada.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
Come on!
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Yes!
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
The trap too!
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saporada. Guilty on all counts. Yes.
What the fuck?
Saps is to be
That's
taken
too
to the
soon.
top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's it.
Oh my god, they really want to kill him. Oh, Sab. Oh, Sab. No, bro. Huh? He's running away. He's running away. He's running. He's running away.
No way. No way.
Oh, dream? Oh, dream! It is real!
Oh, fall damage.
Fuck! Come on! Ooh, shiver! Ooh! He escaped!
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Bodyguards.
But, oh fuck!
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
Jesus Christ! Snaps! Vigilante! Let's go!
He have escaped! But at what it cost?
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Murderer.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Murderer.
Why did you do this?
Why do you kill our leader, Sam? You bastard! It's not sad, bro. Let's go alone.
I mean, it was a choice.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
The barrier drop! It is drop, baby! Day 7!
Which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources
They start
from
sailing.
Island 2.
It's... They're taking the sheep.
But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
No more! Fuck you, Flux!
It became
Fuck
very
you!
clear that
Fuck you,
Island
Flux!
1 had no
Fuck you!
interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island
Flux!
2 for
Oh,
themselves.
Flux, you a cunt!
The water isn't boiling.
The water's not
At the
boiling.
beginning of day 7, Lingolini
Yeah,
made
water
a
not boiling
big
no more.
decision. He had decided
I
to
love the
move
music,
out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have got some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition.
I mean, understandable.
That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished
Daddy,
memory
Wood
of
Mom.
Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While
Okay, we have a 7
left. The Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth.
It is.
Island
Fuck
2
you.
had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the
Fuck you, Flux.
trial of Saps. So when
You know
Saps
what I thought?
escaped his
How is the
execution,
server
people
still
lost
alive?
all faith in the
Yeah, I don't know
Commonwealth.
For
how.
adding that much people.
It's still running smoothly, even though, like,
Yeah.
it's down to
Ours
people.
is like, we are lagging on ours.
We-
We're just a few.
we're struggling.
But this one is like, and this one is like, dang.
They really put it in it. They really put it with the budget in it. Was that Alex crying? Yeah, it's me. But then the other guy from the video did at the exact same time as well. So we both have a similar crying.
Which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
You should be.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Oh no, Sab. No.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down.
Not to these people.
So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Oh, shit.
But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands.
Damn, I want to join this somewhere like this. Yeah, me too, me too.
Dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Oh no.
The bridge.
He's trying to use the bridge.
Oh no. No way, he's actually gonna pass that, no way, right?
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Oh my god, come on. Push that bitch!
Island 1!
Oh no, okay.
Now, instead of chasing
the
Saps,
fucking Assassin's Creed type of shit.
Yeah. To inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Hello. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good here. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminar is building, and like all of Luminar was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and
Not gonna lie, the castle on top of the fucking volcano
started
is so
mining in the
nice.
volcano.
Yeah.
And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Wow. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for netherite before anyone else, but because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
Love fun. World peace.
I love him.
We still can, really.
Ah, escape, come on. Come on,
Over my grave.
Linguini, come
will
on.
not be a part of it.
No, Linguini!
Linguini! Linguini!
Mamma mia!
He died. He died.
The Covenant had massacred the Linguini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
You bastard! You killed all Linguini!
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died.
How
Now,
was
of course,
there
Flux had
Warden?
no idea that the Covenant
They
was
take
also
it.
trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1. So, we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything.
Nah,
And
fuck you,
ideally, the
Flux.
sooner Saps
Flux,
dies,
I
the
mean,
better, because
Flux.
of incidents like
Flux.
yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Oh my
We hunted him
god.
down the other day. We
Yeah?
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more
Wow.
cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Fuck you, Flux! Fuck you, man! Fuck you! Middle finger.
Imagine if he actually died.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Alk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Wow.
Shit.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground? Neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
Skating on West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Can can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps.
Yeah.
You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Shpood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Al-Karasina Pirates.
Wow. Okay, that...
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
So I was talking.
You need to leave.
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. We gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just... Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who maybe wanted to kill him and collect the bounty for himself.
I feel sketchy, bro.
He runs away. Now.
Oh! He ran. He ran away.
It's all alone. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
Sap knows only himself. Yeah.
And so
just nobody by himself.
Into the snow. And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by.
The hill has fallen.
He planned to jump off.
Shit.
Oh.
But he didn't.
If I have to die,
yeah,
I'm
damn.
gonna make sure
Pinky.
he does too.
But he ain't going back. He going back. He gonna fight that bitch. He gonna fight. Fuck him up, Sam. Fuck him up.
Welcome everyone. Today
Is he fighting
we
already?
have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death.
Oh, it's not them.
Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dino's Earth. Ready? Set. Fight!
But he did nothing! Remy!
That's hard. He's wearing iron.
But that guy don't only have pen. Don't have no pen though. The guy. Come on. Oh, back! Dang! Yes! Remy! Remy!
Wow!
Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum. And all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by
Watch the movie with us. Watch the movie. This actually turned out to be a movie. I'm actually somehow got invested to this.
Than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different
None of these
things.
ever die.
Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you.
Watch this with us. Watch it with me.
Really
Come on.
What is the
Come
point
on.
of anything? We just build.
You can join us with us as well in BC.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassinations.
This
and
movie.
guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign
This is
began
movie.
with him
I like
almost
this.
being
He told you the
killed.
movie
So
already.
he was
I
always
got
extra
into it.
careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
Join us.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders.
this
The
with us.
Commonwealth does
Radio.
not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They step back talking.
He can be crazy. He become crazy.
And so Spood went around
He's a
telling
psychopath.
everyone about how much he
Oh my
hates
God.
the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2
Do they have
was
proximity
getting
chat?
annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jophiel's grave, and
What
had
the
stolen Jophiel's head.
Can I wear this?
Bro.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of
Motherfucker.
no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth.
Yo, Cassie, I didn't know you this good. Imagining of all these people.
A sense of security to smaller groups.
Is Cassie
this new
here? I
nation
don't know,
who are
Cassie
mostly
here.
cheese merchants and call themselves the Conquistadors.
This
What's the name?
Banana queso!
Oh, that's
Since
fun.
the order dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between
It's the
islands.
cheese nation,
Meanwhile,
of course.
in Barbie Land,
Ish. I have news.
what?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
Huh?
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Damn.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, the citizens were
Oppenheimer is
inventing new
really-
technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia.
Oh my
Vietnam
God.
had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble.
Fuck you, Seneca!
But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingulini Mafia.
You kill our Luigi!
Going back to West Helm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army.
What does that mean?
Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on West Helm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the West Helm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal?
Yes! He's back!
And Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to West Helm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to West Helm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey, you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal lights.
Wait, what? Is Seneca a well-known
Saps,
name?
you are the person that,
Is
to
it?
my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1.
It's in Google, it's impaired fasting glucose. It's a short phase of pre-diabetic stage of count about higher than normal blood sugar.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing
Is that right?
Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Oh, I didn't put it in the I just put like
we both
what
have
is
gripes with Island 2.
Spood
IFG
then proceeded
mean?
to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with
So
the
Google
Commonwealth
that.
and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingulini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant.
Looking for
but
group.
as long as the meeting was in a wide open
Looking for
area
group
without
Seneca.
a roof, they decided they would go.
I didn't know, guys. Sorry.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to
Hell yeah,
death for a
gonna die
crime I
here.
did
You're
not
gonna die
commit.
here.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that
Oh, let's
Island
fucking
2
go.
was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and
I see what.
justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with West Helm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
Oh my god.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Oh, good.
This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince him after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
Let's go, Sap. Yeah.
Wow.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
This is good movie to put in the BG while I put like a new Hustler. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
In Island 2, which is.
But who?
What is that? What does
we
that
are
mean?
not
That's vague. What is that?
Are we going
to corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island
What's
was enough of a
Hustler?
reason for
Hustler.
Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
Oh. Oh!
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the West Helm Army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions.
Last trust.
Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to
Hold on, Google
We're
it.
going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next 5 minutes. I do not know.
What the fuck?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that
Shit.
progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm Army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
What the fuck?
They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Night Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Oh, that is amazing tactic. Yeah, the shield. They shield up.
Meanwhile, at the Cast Coalition.
They should shield like around the circle, but I don't think they have enough. I guess.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what?
Oh, it's Flux, isn't it?
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Oh,
yeah, shit!
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
Oh shit! Cassie, you better be there.
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
Oh boy.
Cass is like.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old
Peace
video
is
footage
never
when he
an
happened
option.
to notice Flux digging for
Ah,
sand.
war.
on
He had to
material
start with
in
war
Saps'
first. Sorry,
room.
Cassie, it's not possible.
On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Shit. No, that's 200 people.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this.
Got so cocky he got caught.
In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Oh, that castle looks so good.
Earlier
Besides the
yesterday,
cutting
Queen
is, yo,
Sinica had found out that
it
Elysium's
looks so good.
newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini.
Oh shit!
This is
Exposed!
why Sinica was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down
she fighting
and hold
back.
a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Oh fuck! Using Linguini head! You fucker! You fucker! Linguini!
I like how he says,
This be a
Shame.
lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Sinica! Fuck you!
I like how they
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that
He going
Infernus
crazy, bro.
needed
Crash
to be
out.
punished, and they started discussing whether or not
Big
to
ball move,
declare
yeah.
war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then
What the
we're
fuck?
not-
Oh, Benji. What?
What the fuck?
What?
Wait, what happened?
Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And
died
before
now?
anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What?
Oh shit!
Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingulini.
Oh my god.
At
Wait
the
a piece.
time, Benji
Wait a
believed
piece.
that killing Lingulini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island.
You choose the wrong person.
He ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
Oh, fuck.
Now, because Benji had repented,
Actually,
the Blue Cross
Benji, you
Conference
did get some
decided
peace.
not
Yeah,
to
you did.
punish Elysium, and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Oh, wow.
Was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed
You're trying to be
with
nice
his
now.
idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Give him a chance.
Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the best thing you can do.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He innocent. Yeah. Because he told him that he is innocent. Yeah. Yeah. Your Honor, he said he's innocent. Your Honor, he says he's innocent. So no guilty. No, not guilty.
Your Honor, hindi ko alam.
Your Honor, hindi ko po alam.
Why do you know it also, Alex?
I know what it means. Even though it's not.
Okay.
I know what it means.
It's like a famous meme in me and Boss Rica's place.
Okay, good job.
Is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe.
This
you
is
are.
an
Anybody doesn't know,
outrage
yeah.
against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Your Honor, I did not know.
Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were meeting, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm
Sorry.
going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
Yeah,
We will
fuck
not
you. Go to
stand-
jail, bitch. Die.
He's getting arrested by Tricolor.
I'm gonna tell him for that because he's a lawyer. Oh, there. Okay.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
He texting. He messaging somebody. He DMing somebody.
Elysium, and we're about to say Lost
He DMing in
Island
Discord.
2 until
He DMing in Discord. Cheating. What's happening? What's happening? Oh!
Hey,
What the fuck?
Hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
What the fuck? This rat! He's like a cockroach!
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain
more like a
calm
rat.
and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's tough.
right.
Yeah.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
What the fuck?
Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have move to invade Luminara itself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He have protection now.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to live, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Oh damn.
Armor.
Show us the head. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yep.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Oh shit!
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spoon could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
Yo. Yeah, I'm getting chased by killers. Please save me.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Here
please.
we go.
Please, Spoon. No, not like this. Come on.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now.
And
then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is?
Ooh.
Yeah, he knows. Because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
Oh, he knows. He laughing. He knows.
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist?
Oh,
shit! Really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Ah, fuck you!
Alright. Get out.
Damn!
Now.
Fuck you, Zeko! Fuck you! Fuck you, man.
I guess the Covenant did not know what's going on.
Yeah. But shit.
Was
Spoon is actually believe. Oh my god.
wow.
Yes, Sam, you still
It would
alive!
be time for the trial of Infernus,
You
which
don't
had
fucking
become
know
a
it.
very
Yes.
anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy.
Oh!
But Sap's getting attacked. Oh no.
What the fuck?
Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked
Oh my god.
again.
Oh my god.
The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building. We're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out. These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then... Oh! Someone's setting up dripstone.
No. No! Sam! He saw it! He can dodge it! Come on! Sam?
Oh!
Oh shit! It's not Sam! It's Turnap! Turnap!
That Turntap was dead.
Turntap!
Killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant
Oh,
who had
fuck!
come back for revenge.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
You come back here, bitch! You come back here! Seneca, you come back here right now, motherfucker!
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkree inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm! Glowing!
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Go! Charge! Fucking kill them! Fucking kill them! Full Spider! Full Spider!
Oh no.
Oh my god, look at them! Glow is for us!
Where is everyone?
Huh?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting.
Sorry. Sorry. Hold on, I'm get my food.
A few moments later.
Also, I'm gonna disappear now.
Okay.
So, see ya.
See ya.
Thank you again for the watch along.
No
Hope to see more
problem.
videos.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. You guys talk for now. Yeah.
Bye. Truly remarkable. Me too. I have something to do for Monday things. Yeah. Me too, because bitch, I need to end the stream because I have no more content left. I'm out of content. I'm trying to find content to stream and then like then to do stuff, but it seems like I'm out. So I'm just gonna go end the stream here. So goodbye everybody. Goodbye.
Raid someone on this road.
Wait, what? Raid? Oh yeah, who are we raiding? Oh, Shibal. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Bonito. That look good. All right, let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Global humiliation. And now, Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Oh, her place.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernus.
Wow, it sounds like I guess a trip. Welcome to my hotel.
So many people. Oh my god. Infernus is massive.
And have people look over my phone to see Sanchi getting pegged. What the fuck? That looks sick.
Yeah, the fact that she absorbed their team.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Happy birthday!
But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why.
Why?
Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty.
He bribed the bitch!
When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
He bribed!
I never thought I'd
And
say
Legacy's
this,
there
but
with them.
You have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See?
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Oh, the most peaceful one is planning to fight. Wow.
Oh my god.
Welcome, everyone.
Damn, guys, we have the point. Yeah.
We gather here today because...
Oh, you bitch.
Well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Oh, what?
It's time. For the first time. Cass is actually
the Cass
leading.
Coalition set up on their mission.
Instead of other flows, go down alongside with Seneca.
Oh my
On the
god.
way, Cass stopped at Apurion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple.
Just fucking
Apurion
go!
would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
Oh wow.
He now has to die. He now has to die.
Oh, they're here. They're here. Flux is running.
Oh my god.
They're after him. They're after him.
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh.
Okay, wait,
surrender!
Okay, surrender.
Surrender.
I'm not moving,
Stop.
Flux, you are under arrest, killing Jag, Alfie,
Kill him!
members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
Just fucking kill him.
And attempting my assassination.
Oh damn.
Cass is there.
Cass is, that's actually Cass.
There was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown.
Yeah, what's
when
that?
in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't RSVP to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what
That
to do.
trial?
Until
Come on! Now you have Union now, kill him!
he's running.
No fucking way! He make a fucking trap!
Oh my gosh!
He make a fucking trap!
Flux
Oh my god.
5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
He prepared.
That
He
said,
prepared
Flux knew
everything.
there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2. Still, Cass and Apurion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the concave storage queue because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that.
Oh, the video pause? Or is it lagging on stream?
The video paused.
What the fuck? Yo, Flux. You have everything.
Damn, no. Oh.
No,
Legacy
okay.
had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything.
Oh,
once
okay.
again. Or so he thought.
That bastard is a fucking cockroach. He for real. He is. He not gonna get caught. He just ran. He just running.
Dang.
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my god.
Yo, 5 people die. Who made that sound? What the fuck?
Yeah, everyone's shocked. What's going on?
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Is that a trap bot? Oh fuck.
I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Wait. Is Raven talking?
The world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
Oh yes!
Saps, how do you feel?
Sap is free! He's free!
So happy.
Yeah, for everyone who died with
He
Snap.
got into hiding. Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side. And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial.
Yeah.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Fucking hell. Now all the evidence there.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in.
Oh my
But
god.
the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Alright. Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all.
Glory for West Ham! Glory!
Look, he was my brother. He was everyone's brother.
Who's the GOAT? Our own Mario.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Today is the day. Flux, you ain't getting away. Come on, Sap. Welcome home, buddy.
Alright, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
This is a time, Sap. Come on.
Let's go.
I feel pretty again. Oh, nice.
The gathering of everyone.
Nice, that's great.
Oh, this is gonna be huge.
Yo, that looks so good. A bunch of people there. It's Sam! Sam!
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today,
Oh my god, look at the circle in the center.
we storm the volcano and we get justice.
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up.
Oh, I thought he gonna kill Sam.
No, I don't think he would.
I thought he gives out. All right, listen up. I thought he said, all right. He just start stabbing him. Imagine that's a plot twist. Imagine that.
No. What the? Your intrusive thoughts, Alex.
There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing. Come on!
Let's fucking go!
Alright.
And not forget, use my anger to burn everyone. Damn, Sam truly a bigger person. It is, he is.
Oh my gosh, even Cass is new.
Look at the people right there. Oh my god. No, the lag. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess it's the one.
Like, it looks so sick. It's like a movie. It's literally a movie scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's good.
You cover us in shame, I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead. Big cannons keep provoking. Blood red sun starts choking. Can anyone stand this?
Oh my god. It looks so sick.
Yeah.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Oh, it's boiling. Oh fuck. I think it's the area.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Oh fuck.
Go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Okay, I don't know. The thing is that there's a lot of people. How do you recognize who is the enemy and not the enemy? wait, how? Is it the shield? Could be the shield. But there's some shield is not thing. Even me, I already confused already.
Oh, while it's on the
ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Oh my god.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it.
Everyone retreat.
Remy! No! Remy! Our chef!
The final push, here we go!
How dare you! You fuckers! Kill them all! Kill them! Oh my god.
They're making a waterproof below. That's smart.
Shit! Shit! This is... Oh my god, kill that bitch! Kill that bitch! Oh my god, so laggy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people fighting now.
Full of greening, motherfucker! Kill that bitch! Kill that bitch! Kill them! Kill her! Oh fuck, what's that?
Oh! Oh!
Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you, Seneca!
Still one more.
Oh yeah, Flux. Flux in! Die, bitch! Die! He's ready! He's ready! He's ready! He's using bow tactics, no fall damage.
Oh wow.
Oh shit! Oh! He died! He died! He has to be!
Wait.
No, not this music. No. 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 There's no way. No fire resistant, no? Oh, he is. He's alive!
Oh wow.
Fuck
How?
you! How the fuck is that to be that deep? No fucking way.
Surely not.
Oh no way, he have an escape point. He have escape. He have a bunker to go. He have escape.
Of course he doesn't.
He literally the cockroach. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Bro, you forgot his armor. It's the warden.
Oh yeah. But I didn't know that. I didn't know the update. You know. Oh. I don't know how the resistance is. Oh. The warden. Oh no way.
Oh, come on.
Oh they. Oh no.
Let's go. Let's go.
1v1? Coliseum? Yo, Coliseum is gonna be nice. Come on. No way, right? No way, 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 no way. Come on.
Have to
Come
go.
on, Sam. Oh, it's Coliseum! It's Coliseum! It's actually 1v1. But oh no, but Flux gonna be play dirty, no? You're gonna play dirty, like another ally, no? But I mean, Sam have another ally who him behind him. Oh shit!
Wow. You actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Ow! Fuck!
Let's make this a fair fight, okay?
Bang a line.
Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to.
Oh shit, man.
I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
It was bang a line. It's not scripted, by the way. Oh, come on, Sam. Come on. Come on.
An actual hero battle.
Oh, it's action. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The witnesses.
I can't watch this.
Oh my god.
Everyone, they're like, yo, a lot of people are like, wow.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Ooh, he missed. Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh no, he fucked up himself! Oh, come on, Sab! You hit him so much damage! Who won?
Who actually died?
Yes!
Oh my goodness!
Sam! He is him! He is him! He's him!
Oh my god!
He fucking goes him!
I feel like the whole world will now
He
react.
is him! Sam is him! He's the center of the story! The man himself, Sam!
killed Flux. And with that,
Oh my
Flux's reign
God.
of terror was over.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Wow. Now I'm curious what happens now. Everyone has now seen that Flux and Zap
Days later.
I like how it's like after the
Oh
movie
shit!
comes after.
Oh, it's only
a lot. A lot.
Today,
oh shit! It's just 300 now. It's only 190.
lost in the Battle of Infernus. Since
Oh
then,
shit!
I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Yeah.
Oh, Granny, me, would mommy, would daddy?
After the war, people across the world
Oh,
took time
fuck.
to mourn their dead,
What a cost.
reflect upon the battle, and then eventually
Remy.
decide how to move on.
Yeah. The only
Oh,
one
shit.
from the Linguini Mafia.
The only one.
Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating
fuck.
a new world government. But
Mario,
ultimately,
your
it
legacy
never
was
really
safe.
materialized, and all
Dedicate
the
your
remaining
heart.
nations
Dedicate
just
your heart.
agreed to do their own thing
Oh,
and
fuck
have peace.
me.
Mario, your legacy was saved. Wow.
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I meant dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival.
Oh my god.
On their shore was
We are eventually gonna go to Ken Island. Oh yeah, Ken Island. I
all
forgot.
the way from Luminara.
Is that Ken Island? I mean, like, Bobby.
Oh.
Ah, sick.
I wonder
And
what.
so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Oh my god. Sap.
This brings back memories.
What? Is it like 4 days?
The world wasn't totally conflict-free. The
Can
Cat's
chase
Coalition
memory.
bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy.
Oh, oh yeah.
Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end.
Yeah, I did not see much
I
what's
think
going
there's
on
some
with
beauty
Barbie
in
Land.
that.
Tricolor. Yeah, I haven't seen them do anything, honestly.
I think they're pissed. They're just peace right now, having a peace life.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest.
Ah.
You've made your emperor very proud.
Spoon. Goddamn.
Jury,
Ah, shit.
you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now.
Oh.
Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Fuck you, Thomas. Fuck you.
Oh.
Can't believe
Barbie.
that.
Who's winning?
Eventually,
I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked about
They're
this for
getting
5
married,
minutes,
I forgot.
realized you
Yeah.
could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only kin?
I do.
Oh my god. Oh.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Is it gonna go down?
Okay. I wasn't expecting a rocket.
Yeah.
Yo, Barbenheim.
What's he doing? Oh. Shit.
He's still a good friend.
Oh, that is still a good friend. Oh my god!
So cool.
Holy
Wow,
shit!
dude.
This is insane. This movie is insane. This is a movie. This is just literally a movie.
There it is, the editors.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
It's
Absolute cinema.
Yeah. Right? Like I could watch this in a cinema movie and eat popcorn, just looking what's going on.
I literally enjoying my food
This
while watching
would
it as
be
well.
would be like this, right? Same here. It's actually very interesting.
Oh my god!
As someone who doesn't even play Minecraft, this was actually interesting.
Yeah, it's actually cool.
It's so
That's
sick.
really cool. This is like reading a manhwa, Alex. You know the civilization ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Now I feel awkward with the builds we made in Minecraft.
Yeah,
because that was a whole level.
They have a whole castle and shit. They even make a middle house of the lava and shit from Inferno. And then a bunch of other castle, but even the statues. There's even like a New York statue or something. Who knows? But they have 1,000 people as well. Somehow, it's still working in the 1,000 people.
I think it was modded because apparently one of the credits they mentioned like the one who made the map, edited and other things. See, executive game development. So there's actually someone in charge with the game development. That means they had to find a way to actually fit 1,000 people too. Then map design, and then map creators. Yeah. So they had to create a map that can accommodate 1,000 people. Wow.
Julian to go. Oh my god. Okay. Lucy said, "Damn, I'm gonna tell my BF I want a rocket instead of a ring." True. Shit. tell him that. I never thought Minecraft would be like this. Yo, this movie is better than Minecraft movie like action. To be honest with you.
Well, okay. Let's not touch into that just yet. I mean, technically, Jack Black did a good job.
He did. Even learned it.
I guess it's the narration of the development.
Yeah.
That needs a big improvement. Because if they did Minecraft, but their concept is based from this one, imagine how huge the production will be. That's gonna be cool.
Oh my god. They even I think the most in here in the movie that also make it good is the editings and also the music. That make it extremely it make it better. The editings and the music just hit hard. Oh my god. It's just insane.
Yeah. Agree.
How much money did he spend? I mean he got to oh hold on, I was gonna sneeze. He made to 17 million views, almost 18 million, give it a take. And then he it's also Minecraft as well. So it basically have earn more money and then you have 2 hours. People watch this fully as well. Then it just fucking get a shit ton, But holy shit.
It's still wow.
It's amazing. How you guys think?
Oh my gosh. Now I feel like I want to build better builds now. Because I feel so overwhelmed by the fact that I know it because there's a lot of people who is in charge with those, but to be that creative, building a bridge, building a castle, building a statue. When I look at my place and your place, Alex, and all the builds that we made in our server, I feel so.
And look at ant.
Yeah, you know what? If I am in a horrible mood, I might make something bigger. I mean, we did make a. Well, I mean, we did the planetarium, which is actually big. Simple, but it's still big.
Oh my god. Oh shit. That way took like
Don't get
months
me
to
wrong,
make
the cast is funny, but I don't know. It feels like brain rot movie MC. That's true. I mean, the chicken jockey one was Editing made it really great. Yeah, true.
La 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 la.
Imagine
chicken.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, right. And the editing for this one, and going back to the 1000 player simulation, like I'm like, yeah, the amount of editing that needs to be done in 2 hours plus.
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
That's a lot. It is. It is. I mean, it took them months. It took them months. Had to be months.
Yeah.
Months.
No,
months.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's months, because you have to remember that the simulation actually happened. So I feel like this is like a 3-month project or 5-month project.
Yeah, yeah.
Because 1,000 people, and you have to like imagine how long it takes for them to build.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it took a long. Even the island as well. I had to make create island. Map creator here. Holy shit.
Yeah. So let's see, how many views did this guy have?
Yeah, he have 18. Basically, give it 18 million views for a whole thing. The thing is
when
that
did he made it?
July. I think July 12th.
What this year? My last survey built a Japanese type of castle. Oh.
July.
Yeah. The only things I remembered from our server. That's nice too, castle. I guess for Alex, I think it's his house, which is very unique. And then
I mostly didn't make anything.
Mine, I remember the last thing I built was the last, I believe. What's the last thing I built? Other than the planetarium, I know I built something big.
My goodness. Just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I have big respect.
I put this short on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm putting this on YouTube.
Yeah. Wait, won't it get copyright strike?
Oh no, a lot of people did. We just need to cut left and right there, and that's it.
Yeah. I guess we can just put that reacting to the movie, to the production that they made.
Yeah. The meal for every one of my friends.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fun.
Fuck.
Thank you again, Alex. Like, dang.
Yeah, I heard of this a lot. It never been this good.
Yeah.
I never
so
thought
guys,
it would be.
Yeah, before anything else, before people assume things, guys, the people there in that simulation might be real people, but you have to remember, even if they did become the bad guys in there,
it's just
a
role.
game, by the way.
Yeah,
it's a role. So please don't take things too seriously, because why?
Yeah, it's a role, so it not really matter much.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen too.
I think there's an after as well. There's an after what happened. I think they have to be. But that is pretty much the streams. That's it. I didn't know it's gonna be this long, but it turned out to be that long. It's been 3 hours already.
Yeah, I was expecting like an hour or so. I did not expect it to be like
almost 3 hours. This video is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, I shall disappear for now.
Siam.
Yeah. In a few minutes, I have to prepare myself next.
Yeah, you need to do something, right? You need to do like something in the midnight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I shall see you again. Thank you so much for this watch along too, Alex.
No problems.
Let's have some of this. I feel like this is a very fun like watch along too.
Yeah, like reaction videos and stuff. Like like what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like since you're the one who's most aware of what's going on, I love that Barbieland happened nothing bad to it. That's true. Now that you think about it,
Barbieland and like the Oppenheimers didn't do nothing.
Yeah, the pirates colony and then the Barbieland didn't really have anything.
No, they don't have no issue at all. It's just only like the big covenant that is on the meetings, like the covenant on the meetings meet up, and then they're having a battle by themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh yeah, remember, Sam is just basically a normal person. But I mean, normal person, he's just like a person who's just in the jungles. Somehow got dragged into
the golden island.
he somehow got dragged in to become the nation, the leader nation for some reason. Sap. For some reason, he get dragged into it. If I remember correctly, because he just like by himself.
Yeah, like dang. Imagine being in that situation in the actual civilization. That's so scary.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this is not even scripted. This is just like a random.
Play along. Majority did the play along just to make content, but content like that is still good content.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to the Cheese Nation. I feel like they're at peace.
I feel like
because they did. I'm not sure which island is the Cheese Nation. If it's Island 1 or 2.
I think it's like the commoner place, the commoner or something.
Covenant.
The commoner one. Yeah, I think like the rich island, the one that green island. I think like island 2.
That's island 2. Yeah, I feel like they didn't really fight that much because they didn't really have their leaders gone. More like they have a civilization of their own. It's still nice though.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit. Not gonna lie, the rat isn't a rat, and the non-named rat is the rat. Yeah. Remy.
Yeah.
Remy and Flan. He died. Would Daddy Woman as well. He not get paid. He not get paid. Then he died. He died without any pay.